हेलो। लास्ट एपिसोड में हमने ट्रांसफिगरेशन क्लास करी थी, उसके बाद लॉर्ड गॉग के पास गए थे हम, और फिर एक माइन के अंदर गए और वहाँ पे फिर हमें पता चला कि गॉब्लिन्स कुछ प्लान कर रहे हैं। और उसके बाद फाइनली हमें अपना पहला अनफॉरगिवेबल कर्स या स्पेल मिला, ये वाला क्रूसियो। इससे टॉर्चर वाला कर्स है, तो इससे स्टन हो जाता है बंदा काफ़ी देर तक। और अब लेवल 22 चाहिए नेक्स्ट क्वेस्ट के लिए, तो अभी हुआ नहीं है लेवल 22, तो अब मैं जा रहा हूँ सेबेस्टियन के पास साइड क्वेस्ट करने। स्लिदरिन वालों के साथ उठना बैठना हो रहा है आजकल। अंडरक्रॉफ्ट।
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
ओमिनस को बताएं या ना बताएं, क्या फ़र्क पड़ रहा है?
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous,
भाई
we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't. Please avoid anything to do
Skip
with
हो गया
that
क्या गलती से?
spellbook.
राइट क्लिक से स्किप होते हैं डायलॉग, ये तो मुझे पता भी नहीं था।
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
सच्चा दोस्त है ये सेबेस्टियन का, लग रहा है।
Confringo!
क्रूसियो जो है वो ऐसे किसी के ऊपर यूज़ नहीं कर सकते, मतलब रैंडमली नहीं मार सकते। लेवल अभी भी 21 है। और देखते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं। Acquire and use invisibility potion. Acquire and use thunder brew potion. Arresto momentum. ये वाला करते हैं प्रोफेसर शार्प वाला। पहले जाना पड़ेगा जे पिपिन्स के पास हॉक्समीड में। कौन सा था? जे पिपिन, ये रहा।
Come on in. Healing potions are a specialty here. Should you need any?
J. Pippin's potions.
What can I do for you today?
दो थे, एक तो थंडर ब्रू था और एक इनविजिबिलिटी। ओ भाई ये तो बहुत महंगे हैं, 1500 जाएंगे इसमें। थंडर ब्रू रेसिपी, हाँ इसमें जाएंगे हमारे 2000 और ये जाएंगे 1500। इसमें कम से कम रेसिपी तो पता चलेगी। थंडर ब्रू और इनविजिबिलिटी, इसकी क्यों ज़रूरत है? हमारे पास वो डिसइल्यूजनमेंट वाला चार्म वो होता है ना। थंडर ब्रीथ तो ले लेते हैं और इनविजिबिलिटी वाला देखते हैं कितने का है। 500, ठीक है।
A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Acquire and use and acquire and use thunder brew, ठीक है, बस यूज ही करना है। इनविजिबिलिटी वाला तो अभी यूज कर देता हूँ। क्या था भाई? 500 में बस ये मिला हमें, 5 सेकंड की इनविजिबिलिटी। इससे अच्छा था ये लगा के घूमूँ मैं। Acquire and use thunder brew potion. ओके, अब हमारे पास उसकी रेसिपी आ गई है तो ब्रू करने चलते हैं उसे रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट में। पोशन की रेसिपी तो मैंने ले ली, उस रेसिपी के लिए अब इंग्रेडिएंट्स भी चाहिए। हाँ, ये श्रिवल फिग फ्रूट, ये कहाँ मिलेगा? ठीक है, इसको ढूंढ के लाता हूँ मैं कहीं से। तो मेरे को मिल गया श्रिवल फिग फ्रूट, मैजिक नीप से खरीदा मैंने। इसको करते हैं ब्रू। अपने हार्वेस्ट कर लेते हैं। फ्लक्सवीड स्टेम, डिटनी लीव्स। इम्पीरियो तो अनफॉरगिवेबल स्पेल है शायद। चलते हैं इसी को करने, फिर पूरा बैड गाय बनना है। ये क्या है? स्पाइडर्स।
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Was there anything else?
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
इसके अलावा एक और होता है अनफॉरगिवेबल स्पेल, वो किलिंग कर्स जो होता है।
Perhaps we can visit Anne when we finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Student report. The academics yielded more than I had imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. तो रेडिक के बारे में लिखा
I'll
है।
be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
आ गए अंदर।
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
हमें बोल रहा है।
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Incendio!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb, insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Revelio.
ओके।
Confringo!
यहाँ पे चेस्ट है ऊपर, एक्यू लगा के जा सकते हैं।
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
This room is taller than it looks.
Revelio!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
स्टैंड क्या था ये?
Accio!
Hide ways you'll
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Accio! Revelio!
और कुछ नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं था वैसे वहाँ खास, मुझे लगा था कुछ होगा अच्छा। बड़ी स्पाइडर सेम है तो।
Confringo! Incendio!
ये पिट रहा है, इस पे मारते हैं अपना क्रूसियो।
Expelliarmus!
मैंने एक अपग्रेड भी खरीदा है क्रूसियो का,
I shall sleep better tonight.
उसमें नियर बाय एनिमीज भी फिर उनको भी लग जाता है वो कर्स।
Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Accio!
विगनल पोशन मिल रहा है,
Revelio!
मतलब फील्डिंग जमा रखी है आगे कहीं।
Accio!
ये कहाँ जाता है रास्ता?
Watch your step. I nearly slipped.
Revelio! Expelliarmus! Crucio! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
लेवियोस मारता है क्या वैसे?
Protego! Stupefy!
All this grass.
Revelio!
No longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine though.
वर्थ इट नहीं था यहाँ आना। आए कहाँ से थे हम?
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
कुछ relic के बारे में लिखा हुआ है.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Accio!
Bones stacked on
Revelio.
the side of this arm.
Accio!
कुछ भी नहीं है. इसमें spider है अंदर.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Reparo.
कुछ भी नहीं हुआ.
If this entrance is barricaded, we can find a way through.
Expelliarmus. Crucible.
Read the world of another spider.
बैंड बजा
I shall
दिया
see
spider
this
का.
tonight.
Revelio.
Find a way through the barricade.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
यहाँ पे लाना है क्या?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
और भी है बोन्स फिट लग रहा है. एक तो वहाँ दिख रहा है मेरे को आगे जाने का.
Accio.
क्यों से नहीं गया? डिपल्सो.
Repulso.
We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Revelio. Accio.
लास्ट सेट होना चाहिए तो. हो सकता है ऊपर भी हो. देखते हैं इसके बाद.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge
Good
on
for you.
further, I just realised something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
इसको कहाँ से आते हैं spells? How do जो मैंने पूछा वो है यहाँ पे.
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
इसको देख के तो लग रहा कि मुश्किल है। ओह, एक मिस कर दिया मैंने। Imperio.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
ये क्या खुल गया? ये है Imperio, Unforgivable Curse. Damage also curses the victim. बेसिकली पॉपेट सा बना देता उसको हमारा। किसकी जगह लगाऊं पर इसको? एक्सपेलियार्मस। यार पर एक्सपेलियार्मस से कर्स होता है, एनिमी कर्स हो जाता है तो डैमेज ज़्यादा लेता है। ठीक है। ये क्या हमारे इन्फ्लुएंस में? बड़ा वाला आ गया। इसी को मारते हैं इसके ऊपर कर्स। क्या आवाज़ आ रही है? सेबेस्टियन को लेवियोसी आता है बस।
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Accio.
Revelio.
Just your gear slots are full. क्लियर करता हूँ अपने gear slots को। फालतू का सामान होगा उसमें। ओके।
Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
कुछ लेजेंडरी मिला, गोल्डन।
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio. How gracious of you.
I try.
I'll see.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. That worked. Keep going. Imperial.
Imperial का सेंस मतलब था ना।
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio. Revelio.
इसके पीछे है। हाँ, 2 सिंबल बने हैं, तो इन्हीं 2 को करते हैं बाहर।
Wingardium Leviosa.
अच्छा, एक और है इसके पीछे। एक तो अच्छा, दोनों यहीं पे हैं।
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Lumos.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
इतना भी अंधेरा नहीं है।
Imperium. Crucio. Confringo. Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Sendo. Crucio. Stupefy. Incendio. Imperio. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Crucio. Confringo. Incendio. Stupefy. Confringo. For a moment there, I thought that could never end.
स्पाइडर फैंग मिल रहा है, इनका क्या करूँगा मैं?
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio.
कुछ बड़ा आने वाला लग रहा है। इतने विगन पोशन दे दिए। Abundant potentials benefit not only use it when उसमें लिखा do not remove। ये क्या है, बलि चढ़ा रहे हैं क्या?
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Ominous खड़ा है।
Ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please.
क्या
Leave the
creep
relic
है?
alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
इसने तो हमें स्पॉट पे डाल दिया.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperium! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
ऐसी भागता हुआ आ गया मैं कहीं भी. ढंग से मुझे याद नहीं है वैसे कहाँ से आया मैं.
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows. How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
Safe travels, my young friends.
वही तो टांग अड़ा रहा था फालतू में. आग लगी हुई है गांव में.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks it's ominous. It'd only upset her.
धुआं नहीं दिख रहा क्या इनको?
This isn't good.
अब दिखा.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Launch a burning enemy into another dipole so hit or injure stupefy. दूसरे स्लॉट में भी ढंग के लगा लेते हैं. डिपल्सो लगा हुआ है, ये लगाते हैं. और ये एक्यो की जगह ये तो हमारे स्पेल के अंदर है। ज़्यादा तेज बन रहा है। मुझे आवड़ा किडावरा मारेगा।
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
भाई क्या ब्लेम कर रहा है?
Unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
कुछ और भी मार सकता था वैसे।
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
How can you say that? You just used the Imperious curse on Ominous.
I did, but with his consent, Sebastian. It may seem an irrelevant difference, but it is a difference.
I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts. Confringo!
वो उसको डांट रहा था कि अनफॉरगिवेबल कर्स यूज कर रहा हो। मैं दो लगा के बैठा हूँ।
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me
ओमनिस का
through all of
चाचा
this.
विधायक है लगता है.
I'll send you an hour when I have news.
मैंने वो यूज़ कर लिया जो पोशन यूज़ करना था फ्लक्स स्पीड वाला. तो प्रोफेसर के असाइनमेंट मतलब क्लास में जा सकते हैं अब. असाइनमेंट पूरी हो गई. डिफेंडो मिलेगा उससे.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Defendo.
मूवीज में स्नेप होता है पोशंस वाला
Wand at the
प्रोफेसर.
ready.
उसी की तरह ये भी थोड़ा थोड़ा.
Focus. Defendo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Defendo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Revelio.
ऑर्डर बैच. ऑर्डर तो शायद वो होते हैं ना जो डार्क विज़र्ड्स को मारते हैं. डार्क मैजिक वही है. Defendo slashes objects and enemies. Interesting. उस पर ट्राई करते हैं.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
कूलडाउन काफ़ी ज़्यादा है इसका.
Hello, Hamura. Please don't do that.
नहीं खुलना. अमित बोल रहा प्लीज डोंट डू दैट. नगड़ है अमित. इसके सामने वो मारते हैं अनफॉरगिवेबल स्पेल कोई. लगा लेता हूँ उसको कहीं पे. प्रोफेसर ने तो कुछ नहीं बोला. यहाँ से
hardly the place.
क्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं तो चलते हैं वहीं पे. सेबेस्टियन ने ही बुलाया शायद वहाँ पे.
No need to race now, my friend.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominous in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
हमने डार्क मैजिक सीखा तो यूज करेंगे.
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Imperial!
Just and very
Glacius!
and utterly
Defender! Confringo! Incendio!
much too slow.
Confringo! Incendio!
मरे नहीं क्या सब? ज़्यादा डैमेज भी नहीं हो रहा.
All of Ranrock's
Defender
loyalists
से.
deserve the same fate. Nice work.
यार गियर स्लॉट्स फुल हो जा रहे हैं.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal. We're making quick progress.
बाईपास बना रखा है.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make.
Ash Wonder X.
Some lettuce those mushrooms were.
Search for the rune symbol.
For better or for worse, we're in. Imperial! Hello? Crucible. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Revelio.
Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Regret coming here.
Imperial. Crucible. Confringo. Incendio.
How dare you!
Depulso.
There.
Glacius. Just Totalis.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
इधर पे चेस्ट है.
Confringo.
That ledge is awfully high. Any
Clever.
ideas?
क्यों
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
हम इस पर लेवियोसो मारते हैं।
Levioso. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio.
इस पे तो रिपेयरो लगेगा।
Reparo.
लर्न अबाउट एनिमी एबिलिटीज। अच्छा एक नया एनिमी क्या, नया टाइप।
Crucio. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Incendio.
गॉब्लिन्स की आवाज आ रही नीचे से।
Still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome
We
distraction.
have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
पूरा लगा लेते हैं। ये एक्सपेलियार्मस में लगा लेते हैं। ठीक है।
Imperium.
Not your best moment,
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Descendo. Defender. Confringo. Imperium. Confringo.
गॉब्लिन से स्पाइडर साथ में काम कर रहे हैं।
Crucio. We're not finished yet. Confringo. Incendio. Imperium. Glacius. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Imperium. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
अंडरग्राउंड अटैक।
Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Defender. Confringo.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you
Descendo.
certainly have a lot to learn.
ऑटो कलेक्ट होना चाहिए था इसमें लूट का, ऐसे पता नहीं चलता कहाँ गिरती रहती है।
We can have a look around.
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa.
हाँ यही लग रहा है एक रास्ता। वो कहाँ जा रहा है उड़ के?
Confringo.
दो ही दिख रहे हैं मेरे को तो। अच्छा खेरा।
Confringo.
Wasn't expecting that. We should clear out these spider webs. Always seem to be.
ओह मर गया सेबेस्टियन। Isidora's journal.
What do you have?
Revelio. A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
और तो है ही। कहाँ तो बना रखा है इसने अपना ऑफिस सा।
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
मतलब है यहाँ पे।
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
इसको अगर हम बता।
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
ज़्यादा शाना बन रहा है।
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Incendio! Confringo!